The snow is coming down tonight. Here's a live look from the weather garden just outside while we stay nice and warm in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Sarah Horbacewicz here with meteorologist Simone Thomas. Now, Simone, we've been doing worrying and prepping for all of this snow all week. How long is it going to stick around?
Well, we've got, through the night, which we might see a little bit of a break here overnight, but we got another round of snow coming tomorrow. Here's a quick look at satellite and radar. We're mainly been seeing snow coverage across the northern 2/3 of the state with more of an icy mix, more of a sleet threat farther south along those southernmost counties. Across the metro this evening, again, we're seeing more of that light to maybe even some moderate pockets of snowfall, mainly north of the I-30, I-40 line. Again, as we continue overnight, we'll continue to see this threat. We have that winter storm warning that's still in effect. That's going to be until 6 o'clock tomorrow. By that time, that's when we're really expecting the snow threat to be gone. So we still got plenty of time to accumulate more snow coverage across the state. But if you can safely get outside and take any cool pictures of the snow or maybe some of the conditions you're seeing around the city or the state, text us those pictures at 501-376-1111. We'll feature them later on in tonight's show, so make sure you stay with us. We'll be talking more about the week ahead in your full 7-day outlook.
All right, thanks, Simone. Now, all week we've seen how road crews prepared for this winter weather, but now the snow is here and THV.
Yes, Sarah, it's definitely looking like a winter wonderland out here already, and we still have a few more hours to go. But like you mentioned earlier, I already spoke to road crews, and they have already pre-treated the roads with salt and sand, but they're ready for a second round if needed.
There's 9 routes throughout the city, and if you can see the different colors, those are the different routes. Each of the drivers has a special snow route book that's been prepared. They're updated every year.
Anytime you see temperatures getting below 30 and snow falling on the ground, the number one thing that comes to mind is safety, especially on the roads.
For this specific event, we've spent all last week getting ready, making sure we've got all our material. That would be salt and sand, snow chains, plow blades, just everything it takes to keep the roads open.
Lee Church is the Public Works Operation Coordinator for the City of Little Rock. He says their goal is to keep the main roads clear.
It's like Chenal Parkway, University, any big arterial, simple way to put it is double yellow lines painted on the street.
Church says this allows an easier path for first responders just in case of an emergency.
They've got to get to places, and then they've got to fight those secondary roads to get to the incident. And we want to keep roads open to the hospitals and important places, police stations, fire stations.
Church and his crew aren't the only ones working around the clock. Dave Parker with the Arkansas Department of Transportation says their crews are also on standby.
We've got crews came in 6 to 6 and just waiting for something to stick to the road. We'll plow it off and then we'll reapply first with the salt brine again.
Parker says their crews will focus on the interstates and track the weather as it comes.
We'll actually start plowing and taking care of it, then we'll come back through, and where we've cleared, the snow off, then we'll reapply some salt brine.
Parker and Church say if you do choose to get out on the roads tonight, to please be safe and be aware of their crews out there as well. They will be operating with heavy machinery, and they don't want vehicles to trail too close behind them or interrupt the process, because the number one goal is to keep you safe and get those roads clear. Reporting live in Little Rock, Rebecca Brown, THV 11 News.
All right, thanks, Rebecca. Now tonight, Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders is activating the Arkansas National Guard to help with the winter weather. This after she declared a state of emergency Friday in preparation for the storms. The National Guard will mainly help Arkansas State Police assist stranded motorists. Teams aren't authorized to recover private or commercial vehicles. Their focus is helping people or recover emergency response vehicles if needed. Meanwhile, warming shelters all across the state are opening to anyone who may need them. For anyone, whether they're without shelter or lost power from the snow tonight. Aaron Redden with the Van Shelter was thankful for the community stepping up to help get them supplies for people coming in.
We put a call out today for some snacks, and people responded really well and built up snack mountain that we've got going over here, and we'll have hot supper and things like that. So everyone's responded well to any needs that we've had.
They helped over 60 people yesterday and expect over 100 tonight, with the snow making its way through the state. If you're looking for somewhere warm to stay tonight, we have a full list of shelters right now on thv11.com. The Little Rock Compassion Center has seen people seeking relief from the cold as well, but more calls are coming in from people who have never been unhoused before. Michaela Johnson shows us it's an unfortunate spike, but not a surprising one for CEO of the Compassion Center, Pastor William Holloway.
We're seeing a lot more people hurting today than we ever have.
Pastor William Holloway, CEO of the Little Rock Compassion Center, says there's an uptick in the amount of people walking through their doors.
The last few months, we're starting to see a lot of new faces that we've never seen before.
The center is seeing upwards of 175 people during the day and providing a place to sleep for 150. Those new faces are also newly homeless.
What people don't understand is people just like you and I. And these people don't want to be homeless any more than I do.
Holloway credits the influx to people being unable to keep up with rising costs.
Because of lack of work, or because of some illness in the family, or maybe they're buying different types of medicine, or maybe their rent has increased.
According to a 2019 CBS News report, most Americans are one paycheck away from poverty. Holloway points to rent as the driving force.
A lot of people are right on the verge of being homeless themselves. People that's come in, and they're probably making $11, $12, $13, $14 an hour. They still cannot afford a place because it takes 60 and 70% of their paycheck just to pay the rent.
As more people are in need, the Compassion Center is there to help.
3 meals a day. It offers a place to stay at night, and it offers shower and clothing to people, and also offers the gospel.
Pastor Holloway says helping people get back on their feet is the end goal.
We help people find jobs. We help people look for an apartment. I sit down and do a lot of budgeting for different people as they come through. And I wouldn't do anything but what I'm doing right now because I love what I do so much.
The Compassion Center also provides anywhere from 500 to 600 meals per day, and they also offer furniture and clothing. Tonight, the Little Rock Animal Village is offering some tips to keep your pets safe and healthy through this colder weather. If your cat or dog usually stays outside, well, they say it might be time to bring them in. Also, consider shortening your dog's walk and wipe off their paws when you finish to get any chemicals that people might use to melt the ice or snow. There are also signs your pet might be getting too cold, like numbness or illness. Those are some of the 2 most serious symptoms. And if you see it, you should contact a vet if you get worried. The Iowa caucuses will kick off election season tomorrow night. GOP presidential hopefuls and their supporters are braving sub-zero temperatures in the final day before the nation's first Republican primary contest. A new CBS News poll finds Donald Trump's support among national Republican primary voters has now risen to its highest level yet. With temperatures expected to be in negative double digits on caucus night, many are wondering how the dangerous cold will impact voter turnout and results.
You're going to be first in the nation, so brave the weather and go out and save America, because that's what you're doing.
This is truly cold, but we're going to keep on going anywhere and everywhere. We're going to go all the way until the last hour.
The Iowa caucuses begin at 7 p.m. at individual precinct locations in all 99 counties of the state. Those freezing temperatures, not just in Iowa, though, and they're not just here either. After the break, we're going to take a look at some of the dangerous storms we're seeing across the country. That's when we come back. But first, let's take another look at those roads with Weather Force 11 right now. It's getting kind of slick out there. Simone, what's in store for the rest of the night?
We're going to have a small break, but the snow, we got some more coming back tomorrow. We're going to talk more about the timeline and impacts right after this break.